What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another Multiversus video. Weird, huh? Alright, but so today we got a little bit of an update on the whole Multiversus open beta early access situation. I know there's some people that are definitely frustrated, some are confused about the whole thing, so we made a video about it yesterday. But we've had an update, and yes, this applies to not only people in previous tests, but also people that were not involved in any of the Multiversus tech test or closed alpha. So very quick, here's the recap. Tony told us that you can get early access by linking your WB account to your Twitch account, as well as filling out a survey from the last test. Now, when he said the last test, well, the last test happened to be the closed alpha, and that confused everybody in Tech Test 2. And they're like, wait a minute, if I filled out the survey from Tech Test 2 and did everything else after that, am I getting left out in the cold? Like, what's going on here? What's going on? So here's where the update kicks in, right? So this first part does apply to Tech Test 2 people only. And then we get to the good news for the rest of us that weren't a part of Tech Test 2 and how you can still get into early access. I'm getting there. A little bit of a story, a little bit of a build-up. But just roll with me here. So Tech Test 2 people, basically from this little tweet conversation here, and keep in mind, look at that, Tony Wynn did retweet that bottom right-hand tweet, so this is basically coming from him. And I believe this Shawnee person, I think that's how you pronounce it, I believe they work on the game as well, which is why we got an answer from this person. But the question was, hey, I did everything from Tech Test 2, I did the survey, I linked everything accordingly, am I left out in the dust? What's going on here? And Shawnee says, yes, if you did everything correctly, you filled out Tech Test 2 survey, we will make sure you are granted early access, regardless of whether or not you played in the alpha. So anybody that was a part of Tech Test 2, you did the survey then, and you linked your WB account to your Twitch account. As long as you did all that, you're good. You will be granted early access. Good for Tech Test 2 players. What's voice crack? What's going on here? But good for you guys. Good. So you guys should not have to worry as long as you did everything you were supposed to. And this still applies to closed alpha people as well. As long as you linked your accounts and you filled out the survey, you are good. The survey that was going around, I posted about that in the video yesterday, that survey is not good for anything because it doesn't have your actual information. So that survey will not work. Any surveys you find online will not work, okay? Sorry about that. But here's where the good news for the rest of us kicks in. So somebody was asking Tony, they're like saying, hey, look, I'm from Brazil. I didn't get to play in the closed alpha. I did link my account. Is there any way that I could get into early access? And the good part is where Tony says, yes, there will be multiple ways to get in to the open beta early access. This is good. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't really elaborate on what those ways might be, so this is where we have to go into a little bit of speculation territory. And again, we're speculating here, but this is a good chance how this will end up working. So previous tests, like Tech Test and the closed alpha, they had a feature that was known as friend code referral. You could refer a friend based on a code that you get, that you then give to your opponent, not your opponent, but you give to a friend, then they input that, and then they're allowed access in. So early access for Multiversus open beta could function the exact same way as the closed alpha. So if you're familiar with that, good. Basically, if you have a friend that gets in, they should have a code, ask them for the code. They can find it on their WB page under their settings. It's not difficult to do. The whole situation, the whole process might take you like 30 seconds. Your opponent, why do I keep saying your opponent? Your friend checks it, gives you your code, you put it in, and then boom, you get your own code generated and you're ready to go. So that's one avenue. Another one could be the Founders Edition. Now, the Founders Edition, first up, a little bit of information here from Tony when he was having a conversation with Vaderant about Tech Test 2 and the whole survey for early access. The important thing that he says here is there's some stuff that we still need to figure out, implying about early access. There's stuff they still need to figure out. He's talking to WB about this, and he'll get back to us. So what are some of the things that they might still need to figure out? And this is where the Founders Pack could come in. So the Founders Pack has been asked about, like, look at these tweets. These are back from May 28th. So this is, over 2 months ago? Yeah, over 2 months ago. Crazy. But it's been a while. So basically says, hey, you know, anything Founders Edition, can we get some information? And Tony only tells us they're announcing this information soonish. Well, unfortunately, we still don't really have any information on the Founders Pack. We don't know pricing. We don't know what it's going to be. But again, we're speculating here. The Founders Edition would be some sort of paid way into early access. So you buy it. You essentially buy the game. But you'll also get maybe some in-game currency, maybe a cosmetic, maybe a special ring out. I don't know. You'll get some sort of cosmetics more than likely from this Founders Pack. And maybe by buying the Founders Pack, that gives you your access into, well, early access. So that is one thing to keep an eye out on. And of course, don't worry, once we hear anything about the Founders Pack, I got you guys covered. I will be on that and I will report it to you guys because you guys need to know. We all need to stay in the know. But yes, that is one thing. Now, one thing I want to end off on for the video here is, why are they doing early access for an open beta, right? Open beta is, well, open to the public. Everybody can come in, right? Well, early access for it does seem a little bit strange, but somebody made a very good point, or maybe they know this information. MVS Leaks on Twitter basically says they're doing this to prevent server overpopulation. Okay, that's kind of actually really smart. Like, that's the last thing we want, right? The day finally comes, Multiversus open beta is here, and then 1.5 billion people try to log on and play the game, and then the server just goes, yeah, then nobody can play. So we don't want that. So if that's the actual reason, all right, yeah, fair game to you. You cannot be upset about that. If they're trying to prevent server overpopulation for a day or two, whatever, early access, however long that lasts, good. You know, that's a very fair reason. So yeah, I guess that's kind of all I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of, I don't know what I call it, the updated news for the for the open beta, the early access. Hopefully, you know, I guess the main thing to take away is there are multiple ways to get in. We just got to keep our eyes and ears peeled for that. But either way, that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.